Hey, welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. Yes, a lot of people ask, why am I always lying in bed? Well, because of my diabetes and the complication and where infections have left me is either in my chair, which has lately become kind of uncomfortable because of my intestinal problems, but you know, this is the only place I'm really comfortable. Now I get up, I go out, I go out shopping, do what I have to do, but I'm not always 24 hours a day in bed. I'm not bedridden. Oh my God, no. Now, the worst thing about any sort of complications that you develop are probably going to be there for the rest of your life. When I got diagnosed, none of these complications are ever going to affect me. Well, you know what? They can, and they usually do. So, getting yourself better control. Sorry, itchy nose. Every time I start, it's always itchy nose. But you need to be aware of what your body's doing. Now, I've got problems with the amount of insulin and I've had, and I became hypoglycemic unaware, and that's usually caused by your blood sugars were too low. That's my Downs, didn't get in the shot, and my body's just become so used to a normal blood sugar, or below normal blood sugar, that you know what, I don't feel lows anymore. Now, ideally, if you keep your blood sugars where they're supposed to be, you will feel highs and lows quicker, and you're able to deal with them. The only problem with me is I could start the day super high, and by lunch, I'm low. Really, the complication, my eyes were a problem for me. Now, I just had to think back. I don't know if my eyes were part of the diabetes, or do I have weak eyes? My dad, had problems with his eyes. right from the get-go. I mean, he had cataract surgery early, and I had cataract surgery, but I don't know how much of my eyesight was a complication. I did have diabetic retinopathy, so I just stopped scratching. It's the air. Got the air going a lot of times. That's just not the greatest thing. So dry skin, air moving can be an issue. Now, my stomach problems can be a complication. Now, I may get this wrong, but I also have gastroparesis a bit, so that when I eat, it doesn't necessarily enter my bloodstream right away. Now, I have new diets, and I know that I've cut like 30 grams of carbs out of my diet. So we're going to see how that works today. See if that stops my drop in the evening. Now, I think a lot of my neuropathy issues, the pump, sorry, my pump's going crazy. It is saying, oh, I'm 5. But, you know, kids, I think now, are becoming more and more knowledgeable about stuff, and which is great, because my era, it was all, oh, if you don't watch your diabetes, worse things are going to happen. Now, I've had it for 40 some odd years, and you know, I think my early 20s wasn't the greatest time. I didn't necessarily have problems every single day, but you know, diabetes kind of put things on the back burner. My diabetes, yeah, I'm a diabetic, but and I think that's a worry of an awful lot of diabetic parents, that, you know, oh, you're not really watching your diabetes. And complications are here for life. My legs don't always work when they need to be, and doesn't mean I don't stop trying to walk. Get up, use my walker, but I don't know where it's going to lead me. You know, I'm set up in my chair at least for a couple hours each day. I'll sit up in my bed, but you know, right in my back and my shoulders, things can really start to hurt, and so I lay back down. That starts to feel better. But you know, times, this is how blood sugars affected me. Now, it doesn't mean somebody my same age who got diabetes the same time ended up with the exact same things. There is so many things that can go wrong. But I think we need to train young diabetics in how to take care of the blood sugar. Now, just a little point that just popped into my head was when I was diagnosed yes, you're diabetic, and yes, your acceptable ranges were higher, and they would, keep it there, and then they came out, I forget what they used to call it, the worldwide test, and they found people who were able to have normal blood sugars ended up being better. And I'm gonna try again. I try every day. I get up, I hope I have a better blood sugar. And people say, oh yeah, you had a great day. Well, I don't know if I really appreciate that. And deal with stuff. There's so many pages and pages of people with diabetes talk points. And I just wanted to say, I do this to start conversations. None of this is medical advice. If you want to try anything I've said, talk to your doctor first. Anyway, that's it for today. Talk to you later. Bye now.